this line in a long time as a hit comes, and it should stay in bounds, and it does.
On the serve, dug out by Bishop. This to the middle, and slamming one home.
Serves over, dug out by Brodzinski. Jones now an attack by Dylan Miller, killed good.
And free ball to the crossover. Eilertson will get the pass for Holly, set up left side. Rusted down with the kill.
Set it up, Bostena left side. Big kill blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Greyhounds.
So Jones setting across court. Here's Sip with a right-handed kill. The attempt is in.
And a reserve goes to Kiera Johnson. A libero, but mishandles it. It's an ace.
Jensen Richmond to Crockett. Crockett able to get it over. This one comes to the middle again. Cope gets the kill.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Monday evening from Lisbon High School. It's the Region 1 regular season here on your live event as the hometown Lisbon Broncos host the Northern Cass Jaguars here. Northern Cass 21-9. 21-1 on the season, 8-0 in Region 1 play. Head coach by Angie Johnson. Northern Cass has been awfully good so far in the region, out winning their matches 24 sets to 2 on the opposite side here for the Lisbon Broncos. 14-15 on the year and 3-5 in Region 1 play here for Lisbon. Head coach by Megan Johnson. The Broncos have lost 5 straight matches, including a 3-1 loss at Kindred on October the 11th. Then they were swept at home against Ellendale their last time up on Thursday against the Cardinals on October the 13th. While on the opposite side for Northern Cass, they've won 3 straight following a 3-2 loss against Thompson on October the 1st. On October the 4th was sweeps at Maple River, at Nelson County, and at Richland as well. Not much left of the regular season before the Region 1 tournament for Northern Cass. Up next against Hankinson on October the 24th, at Langdon area Enmore Munich on October the 27th, then at Oak Grove in the regular season finale on October the 28th. That October the 25th match against Hankinson can be found right here on your live event. Same thing for Lisbon. Not too much left here in the regular season for the Broncos as well. After tonight, they're off until October the 25th, where they will tangle with Sargent County, the Bulldogs here in Lisbon. Then they're at Hankinson on Halloween night on October the 31st for their regular season finale for the Broncos. So a couple weeks left until we get to the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament. Playing matches again on Friday, November the 4th at the higher seeds of 5 through 8. Then everything moves to Enderlin on Monday, November the 7th for the quarters. Tuesday, November the 8th is the semis. And Thursday, November the 10th is the championship with the state tournament again, November 17th through the 19th. Back at the Bismarck Event Center this year, a month from today, the quarterfinals will open up in the state volleyball tournament. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For more information, you can go online to irieins.com for all of your insurance requests and check them out today at one of their locations near you. You can find out more information as well by going to Irie INS with locations in West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Mackville, and Towner. Again, that is Irie Insurance. When we come back after this, take a look at the latest Region 1 standings. What does Northern Cass need to do to win a outright Region 1 championship, as everything is in their court on the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos? What does Lisbon need to do, bare minimum, to try to host a Region 1 play-in match upcoming on November the 4th? And some out-of-town scores today. This is not the only match going on, only Region 1 versus Region 1 match, but then tomorrow a couple of big ones in Region 1 as well. It's Northern Cass and Lisbon. In Lisbon tonight, it's Region 1 Volleyball here on your live event.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with IRE Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to IREINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
As we continue here on your live event on our IRE Insurance pregame show, Chase Miller with you here tonight down in Lisbon as it's Northern Cass and the Lisbon Broncos here in what is the final games of the regular season in Region 1. For Northern Cass, the number 1 team, 8-0 in Region play. They're a game up over Central Cass, and if they would both finish with 10-1 records on the season, Northern Cass owns the head-to-head tiebreaker and would be the number 1 seed. And then you have Oak Grove at number 3, currently at 7-2, and Kindred at 6-2. So a win here tonight for Northern Cass. Oak Grove and Kindred can do no better than tying the Jags. And then if they win their next 2 matches here for the Jags, nobody outside of Central Cass can match them. So for Northern Cass, they take care of business here tonight. And then for the Jaguars, again, if they take care of business against Hankinson on October the 25th, they bare minimum, they would be a co-champ of the Region 1 regular season, but more importantly, the number 1 seed. And barring the outcome of tomorrow's Kindred Central Cass match, that's at Castleton. If Kindred were to beat the Squirrels, then all that Northern Cass needs to do is top Hankinson on October the 25th, and they would be then the outright regular season champ with a win here tonight as well. So for the Jaguars, becoming a little bit closer into the front window of what their seed line is going to be going to that Region 1 volleyball tournament, more than likely, though, again, the number 1 seed. On the opposite for Lisbon, it's a little bit murky. They're tied at number 8 with the Enderlin Eagles, currently with 3 wins and 5 losses, just a half game behind Maple River for 7th, and a full game behind Hankinson and Wymer Lidgerwood for 5th. So it's really tight between 5th and what number 8 is right now between Hankinson, Wymer Lidgerwood, Maple River, Lisbon, and Enderlin, where the Lisbon Broncos, they can win 2 of their matches to close out the regular season after tonight against Northern Cass. If they upset Northern Cass, that would be extremely large, but if they fall to them and can beat the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Hankinson Pirates on the 31st, Lisbon could very much well see them here hosting a play-in match on Friday, November the 4th. If they lose 2 out of 3 or they get swept in their final 3 matches, Lisbon more than likely would be going on the road then for postseason play. Lisbon does own the head-to-head with Maple River and Richland if they were to tie, but they did lose to Enderlin and Wymer Lidgerwood. So we'll see how it kind of evens out here for the Lisbon Broncos. But if Lisbon can theoretically win 2 of their next 3 matches to close out the regular season, there's a high likelihood with that head-to-head win over Maple River as well that they could vault themselves into hosting a play-in match. If they lose 2 out of 3 or get swept, Lisbon more than likely would have to go to a Hankinson, a Weimar, Lidgerwood, and Enderlin as an example to open up the Region 1 volleyball tournament. So Region 1 standings again, top 4, Northern Cass, Central Cass, Oak Grove, and Kindred. That seems just about locked here at the last couple of weeks of the regular season, just a matter of how they will finish 1 through 4. Then tied for 5th, Hankinson and Weimar, Lidgerwood at 4 and 4. Maple River currently at 7th at 4 and 5, followed by Lisbon and Enderlin tied for 8th, Sargent County 9th, Richland 10th, and Tri-State at number 11. We come back after this, take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight, get to some of the players to watch out for and more. It's Region 1 volleyball between Northern Cass and the Lisbon Broncos. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. First serve coming up at about 7:15 from Lisbon on your live event.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
As we continue here through the opening serve and the starting lineups here tonight, and the starting rotation for both teams between the Lisbon Broncos and Northern Cass Jaguars here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Some other matches here, all non-region contests. Also on your live event tonight in downtown Fargo, Class A versus Class B. Fargo Shanley at Fargo Oak Grove. Joe Morgan has a call for you on that one, as the Grovers have played a number of EDC teams this year, including West Fargo, Horace, North South, and now alongside Shanley. You have Wilmot, South Dakota at Tri-State, the Tigers, and Sargent County traveling to South Dakota tonight, going up against Sisseton. Those are games here this evening. Region 1 matches tomorrow. Kindred at Central Cass in what is number 2 in the region against number 4 tomorrow night from Castleton. Weimar Lidgerwood at Hankinson. Both teams again tied for 5th, so that could be a swinging game to get you into that number 5 seed. And then Enderlin at Richland. Richland 3 wins, 5 losses for Enderlin. Richland at 1-7, but they could tighten the gap with themselves in Sargent County if they could finish on the season with the flurry here for the Richland Colts. On the opposite side for Enderlin, a win would go a long way to allowing them to host a Region 1 play-in match. Then on Thursday, Central Cass at Sargent County in Milner here on your live event, and Fargo South at Fargo Oak Grove in another non-region contest for the Grovers. And a reminder, we will have coverage for a little state cross-country preview coming up later this week here on your live event, as the state cross-country tournament is going to be going on in the Buffalo city of Jamestown. Class B is on Saturday. Class A is on Class B on Friday. So the B girls and boys will get their cross-country state meet in on Friday, and then Class A will do the same thing in Jamestown, but that'll be on Saturday. We'll take a quick time out. We'll continue this on our Irie Insurance pregame show with some players to watch out for. That's ahead of the starting lineups and the opening serve in Lisbon tonight. It's the Broncos and the Jaguars on your live event.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
At Olson Accounting, they tackle it all with a variety of services to help your business, from payroll, strategic planning, and taxes. Plus, they'll protect your individual financial and retirement planning like an offensive line working together to protect the quarterback on the field. Let the team at Olson Accounting help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Final segment here on our Irie Insurance pregame show before the starting lineups here in Lisbon tonight. Let's take a look at some of our players to watch out for here on your live event. For more information on upcoming schedules, go to our website, yourliveevent.com, or simply subscribe to our YouTube page by searching Your Live Event. You can watch all the games for free and on demand as well here throughout this volleyball season. For Northern Cass, talking with head coach Angie Johnson earlier in the year, how it's nice to have a senior setter in Noelle Erickson. That's number one, but we've continued to see continued growth with Candace or Katie Evenson here for the senior libero as well. When you have those two playing consistent, then you add the middle hitter here in Josie Jensen with her size at 6'3" as a middle blocker, but also someone who can spike the ball. Outside hitters of Crockett, and then you add in another middle here with Sand, add an outside with Ellie Lucas. You have 6'1", you have 5'10", you got 6'3" at the net here for Northern Cass. They got some size that reminds you of a Class A volleyball team, kind of looking at some squads here this season for the Jaguars. They understand that they are the target as they've won 3 of the last 4 Region 1 volleyball tournaments, including last year's in 2021, finishing runner-up to Linton HMB at the state tournament. But Northern Cass again, Erickson, you have Evenson for the center libero, and a big middle hitter coming up here in the junior in Josie Jensen. Those will be a couple of the players to watch out for head coach Angie Johnson's club, 29-1 on this season. For the Lisbon Broncos, talking with Megan Johnson a little bit last week, she said, hey, you know, Kyra Heckrell's kind of our glue girl. When she gets going and she can play really well, whether it's from the service line, get those hits consistently across the net, even through that double block, and read the block at times. That's where it's going to start. Get a little bit of a libero play here from Kendra Differty along the way as well. And then if you add in a dump kill here and there for Kaya Sweet, that'll go a little bit bigger of a way here for the Lisbon Broncos. And one thing that Coach Megan Johnson is looking for the last couple weeks going into this season is for more consistency from her club as well. That does it again for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Again, it's the Lisbon Broncos and the Northern Cass Jaguars. Our starting lineups and the opening serve is next. It's Region 1 Volleyball here on your live event.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
You couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
As we get ready for the starting lineups here for Northern Cass in Lisbon, let's take a look here for the Northern Cass Jaguars here for our starting lineups. As Northern Cass again will go like this with Hallie Crockett, the senior at 5'9", Noelle Erickson, a senior at 5'7". You also have Josie Jensen, the junior middle blocker and middle hitter at 6'3". You have Cadence Evenson, the libero at 6'3" for Evenson. Ellie Lucas, the outside hitter at 6'1", a junior. And you also have Jocelyn Austin, the senior at 5'9", outside hitter. And then Elise Sand here, a senior middle hitter at 5'10". So again, Crockett, Erickson, Jensen, Evenson, Lucas, Austin, and Sand here for Northern Cass. 21-9 on the season, 8-0 in Region 1. They've won 24 of their 26 sets in Region 1 matches so far this season. For the Lisbon Broncos, they're going to go like this here for Lisbon. You have Kyra Heckrell, the junior outside hitter at 5'10". For the 14-5 Broncos, 3-5 in Region 1, and Megan Johnson is their head coach. So Heckrell again is the junior. Kaya Sweet, the junior center at 5'5". From there, Ella Tui, the junior outside hitter at 5'8". Clarissa Hoffer, a junior at 5'10". You have Kendra Differding, the junior libero, also as well 5'8". Jillian Hughes, the junior outside hitter at 5'9", and Gracie Keene, the senior at 6 foot. So Heckrell Sweet with Tui, Hoffer, Differding, Hughes, and Keene here for the Lisbon Broncos. Last state tournament appearance for Lisbon back in 2008 with back-to-back state runners-up. That was at two of them, in 1994 and 2007. 0 state championships in program history. For Northern Cass, a little history. 1 state title back in 2013 and a 4-set win over Lemoore. 4 state tournament appearances, with 3 of those coming in the last 4 years since 2008. 18. After tonight for the Lisbon Broncos, they will be off a little bit until October the 25th. For Northern Cass, they will also be off for a little bit here. After tonight, they will be off until the 25th as they welcome the Hankinson Pirates here for Northern Cass. For Lisbon, they're back at home also on your live event for both of those matches on the 25th for Northern Cass and Lisbon. The Broncos will go up against Sargent County. Northern Cass in their black uniforms with gold numerals and lettering outlined in white for the Lisbon Broncos out in their what is Cancer Awareness Month here in October, out in their pink uniforms here this evening with white lettering and numerals with Broncos written across the front. Rally scoring up to 25, win by 2. If we get to a fifth set, that'll go to a 15. It's the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament upcoming in a couple of weeks from now. Again, you're going to have 3 weeks from now for the region play-in, and then 3 weeks from Monday will be the quarterfinals in Enderlin on November the 7th. Opening serve is underway at about 7:14 tonight. As we get this one set to go, and doing the honors is Kaya Sweet. Northern Cass with a bump in the back as they'll be able to push it over here on the third with Elise Sand. Heckrell to the middle, down the line. Austin with a good job on the cover. This one comes to Jensen for the kill. Josie Jensen gets things off going here for Northern Cass as they take an early lead on our Bank North scoreboard here on your live event. Visit ibanknorth.com or stop by one of their locations today for more information, including their location here in Lisbon. This one through the double block. Northern Cass to the outside with Jensen. Goes to the middle. Tui there with the dig. And the 10-foot line, Lisbon is able to get this one across with Hughes. Northern Cass will use it to the middle for the kill. And pulling the ripcord there is Elise Sand, and it's Northern Cass up 2-love early in this one. As the Jags will continue to serve. And the back coming up here with Miss Erickson, Noel, the senior setter. This one a short one, service there on Northern Cass. And Lisbon gets on the Bank North scoreboard here for the first time tonight. So first service there for Northern Cass, which will allow the Lisbon Broncos and Kyra Heckrell on for a running jump serve here to the back. 10-foot line, Erickson backs it on the way to Lucas down the line. Heckrell with the dig. Sweet is there, then this one going to be pushed over on the third by Gracie Keene. Tight one, Erickson backs it again through the double block is Lucas. Heckrell keeps alive down the line, able to get this one over, and good placement in the back for the Broncos, and Jillian Hughes with the first kill of the night here for the Broncos. And we're tied at 2. That one just came down like a rainbow at the very end for Hughes, as Heckrell will look to give the Lisbon Broncos their first lead here of this match. Sets up Jensen there for the kill. Give Erickson the assist, and Josie Jensen had a nice pass to Erickson, came up to that attack line and has her second kill here for Northern Cass early in the first set, as the aforementioned Jensen will come on to serve. Running jump serve here, and we're going to have a violation going against the Northern Cass Jaguars. So now it's 4-2 for Northern Cass after that rotational violation here by Lisbon. So Jensen will continue to serve as she does. Tui with the dig. Nice pass to Sweet, set up middle. That one's going to be out of play. No touch at the net after the hit by Keene. And now it's 5-2 Northern Cass with their largest lead here of set number 1. Jensen on to serve, and with Heckrell playing in the back, the question for Lisbon is where do you get your opportunity for some hitters to attack the net here as Erickson goes outside. Crockett gets it over on the third, does a nice job. Heckrell keeping it alive, and then hitting one into the net are the Broncos in Jillian Hughes. It's one thing we've seen from Lisbon this season. When Heckrell gets to the front row, she more than likely is going to get her opportunity to attack the ball. The problem is when she's in the back, where does Lisbon go consistently enough to find some offense? And the bad pass there on the way by Gracie Keene as Miss Sweet tries to track it down, unable to do so, and now it's 7-2 Northern Cass as Jensen will continue to serve. This one goes down the line. Tui with the dig, and finishing that one across is Lucas. And it's all Northern Cass since we were tied at 2. It's been 6 straight points for the team clad in black tonight. And Jensen will have the second service error here for Northern Cass in the opening set. Couple new faces into the game for Lisbon off this rotation. Olivia Kern, a senior at 5'2", and playing back in the front will be Samantha Lyons here, the junior outside hitter at 5'9". Service on the way for Kern. Austin in the back with a dig. This one set up middle, and Sand levitated with a nice hit, and Lisbon able to get this one over then on the third with the aforementioned Kern. And on the outside is Lucas for another kill here for Northern Cass. Now at 9-3 for the Jags. So Northern Cass gives up a point, gets the serves right back, and the opportunity here for Ellie Lucas. Older sister Emma went to VCSU and a really good volleyball player as well. Service on the way for Lucas into the middle. This one going to go back over on Northern Cass's side. Erickson goes outside to Crockett over that double block. Kern is there for the dig. This one bumped over and into the net on the hit there by Lisbon and Samantha Lyons, and the Jags stretching out their lead up by 7. Largest lead of set number 1 on our Bank North scoreboard here for Northern Cass, as the Jags will continue to serve. Lucas with this running jump serve as well. Good location for the ace. Down the line, and that's a tough one sometimes for a back row player, as that one came in more on a line, and then a matter of is it in, is it out while you're drifting towards the out-of-bounds spot here, as Lucas will continue to serve. This time goes the other side here, and Kern says we'll let that one go out, and Lisbon is awarded the points. And coming on here for the Broncos, we'll have Aubrey Opp, a 5'2" freshman setter, playing here later in the season. Megan Johnson bringing her up from the junior varsity. That'll be out of play after the hit by Crockett. No touch at the net. Point is awarded to Northern Cass. So Aubrey Opp getting some opportunities here. This one dug on the back by Jensen. Erickson set up middle. Austin over the double block. Up to the outside, as this one's going to be with Lyons. Erickson looking for the dump kill and gets it. Good job by Noel, found herself a little bit off balance and just able to get it over on the second, as Northern Cass will have Hayden Crockett coming back into the rotation, and with her as well an Addison Rust here, the junior center at 5'6", on to serve. As Rust will have the running jump serve here. Heckler into the back. Up goes to the outside. The lefty coming across and into the game is Emerson Schultz, as that one will be out of play, and the point is awarded to Northern Cass. Emerson Schultz, the outside hitter at 5'9", and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. Northern Cass up by 8 on our Bank North scoreboard.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Gwinner, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Come back here, 13-5, Northern Cass and Lisbon in Region 1 Volleyball. And a reminder, fans, you can check out the Lost in the Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch at the Red River Valley Fair, going on Fridays through Sundays until October the 30th. So you have this weekend and next weekend to check it out. Tickets are available at rivervalleyfair.com. There's everything from a kid straw bale maze, pumpkin bowling, cornhole, and more. That, again, is the Lost in the Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch going on at the Red River Valley Fair. For more information, redrivervalleyfair.com. Lisbon, after their first of 2 timeouts that you have in your back pocket if you want to use them. We'll see if it works after Crockett goes cross-court at about the 12-foot line for the kill. Here for Hallie Crockett here. And for Northern Cass, they see that lead continue to grow, now up by 9. Service will continue by Rust. This one going to be short as Heckrell has to go down to a knee. Up gives it, and that'll be cross-court on the hit by Schultz. Good job by Evenson there on the dig. Hit into the net, and it won't be a block. It'll be 4, unable to get it over, and the Broncos are awarded the point. Northern Cass presents such a challenge here in Class B volleyball in recent seasons. It just seems like there's 5'8", 5'10", 5'11" on the floor as Lisbon has their first service error of the night. And you add that size and really good passes to the back row, just makes it a quality unit that we've seen the Jags been here for the last handful of seasons. as we'll have a substitution as Ella Tui comes back into the game here for the Broncos. And they'll double check on the rotation here to make sure no one is out of position or out of a point. If it is, there would be awarded point here to the opposition. So 15-6 right now for Northern Cass and the Lisbon Broncos. The 11B football playoffs will be beginning on Saturday. We'll have the Lisbon Bronco Hillsborough Central Valley game here on your live event at 1 in Hillsborough. And then also the 9B playoffs. It's the second round upcoming on Saturday afternoon. We'll have Maple River at Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. That game will kick off at 1 o'clock in Lemoore. So again, that'll be the 11B and 9B football playoffs. The 11A and AA football playoffs begin a week from Friday, with this being their final regular season match. And they're going to double check here on the rotation and make sure everything is kosher. Here is the head official will come off her perch and over to the scores table here. 15-6 Northern Cass. If you're just joining us, so far kills by Jensen, Erickson, Crockett, Lucas, and Sam. That's Hallie Crockett here. One ace on the way by Northern Cass as well. Lisbon so far with 0 aces. Jillian Hughes with a kill. They've taken advantage of 3 service errors by Northern Cass to get to their 6 points, but the Jags looking like the #1 team that we've seen throughout this season. Their one loss against the Thompson Tommies in 5, and Coach Angie Johnson said, hey, with how many volleyball matches you play in this season, all right, maybe that undefeated record, you have that loss, and we'll see how the girls continue to play. Maybe take that pressure off of them a little bit here moving forward. But regardless, it was a non-region loss, so Northern Cass again one step closer with a win here to earn the regular season championship and also bare minimum a #1 seed going to the Region 1 tournament. Jags up by 9 as they're making sure everything is good, and now we'll get the serve to come in here as Crockett will come on to serve. Lisbon, this one will be back set, bumped over by Tui. Chasing that is going to be Russ, and Crockett, Hayden able to get it over on the third. This one comes to the middle, tipped, and Jensen with the block at the net, and the Jags take a double-digit lead. First double-digit lead here for Northern Cass in the first set after now taking it now 17-6. Heckrell in the back, up with the back set. Tui able to get this one over, and Jensen was there right in the middle, ready for it yet again. Saw the ball come tighter and tighter to the net, so Tui was just trying to get it over, and Jensen was ready for that one on the middle spot. Serve continues by Crockett to the back. That's Kern. Up with an opportunity here. Heckrell through the double block for the kill. And that's what we mentioned earlier. When Lisbon has Kyra Heckrell in the front, more than likely she's going to draw a lot of attention and a chance to do some damage. Serve coming here with Tui for Northern Cass. Now Lily Jr. Evans in the back with a dig. Russ sets it up, backs it on the way. Austin through that double block down the line by Tui on the cover. This one comes all the way across. Partially tipped at the net there by Jensen. Russ sets up the aforementioned Josie. That'll be out of play in the Broncos with back-to-back points. One of our longest volleys of set #1 as the Broncos will continue to serve here with Tui. There's a couple seniors on head coach Megan Johnson's unit this season for Lisbon. Jensen does a nice job, finds the opening there in the back left corner for another kill here for Josie as those continue to pile on for the Jags this season. Going back to Lisbon, just a senior in Gracie Keene and also a senior in Kern and Elena Lyons. 2 of the 3 really get a lot of playing time here for Johnson. This one at the net again. Josie Jensen with another block at the net. And now it's 20-8. That's one thing sometimes you just have to find yourself with when Josie's in the middle. Where do you go attack Northern Cass? You see a lot of teams with the tip. This one hit into the net, and something Megan Johnson won't be too thrilled about so far. The first set is 4 service errors here at the line for Northern Cass, but they do have that double-digit lead. Playing awfully well outside of that so far. Asha Sweet on to serve. Northern Cass will handle it here with the back set to Hayden Crockett through that block. Kept alive by Differding in the back and bumped over on the third. Jensen with the pass. This one goes outside to Lucas, and there's the kill. Ellie Lucas from the outside, and Northern Cass 4 points away from taking set #1. Also again tonight on your live event, Shanley at Fargo Oak Grove. Class A meets Class B. The Grovers will also play the Fargo South Bruins on Thursday on your live event. And that'll be another point awarded here to Northern Cass, as the Jags have been awfully efficient. Lisbon just looking for some better passes in the back row here in the first set. Serve will come. Heckrow with the dig. Sweet sets it up to the outside here. That'll be out of play. No touch after the hit there by Gracie Keene. That'll be out of play. Now the Jaguars 2 points away from taking set number one. And 26 sets so far in region play for Northern Cass, and they have won 24 of them. This one down the line. Sweet back set. And Heckrell just has to bump this one over then on the third. Northern Cass with Lucas. Differding gets this one across then with Heckrell on the second. Austin with the set. This one able to come over then on the third by the Jags and Josie Jensen. Heckrell with another opportunity. Northern Cass keeps it alive here. Jensen from the outside this time. Tui at the 10-foot line gets it over on the third. Erickson set outside Jensen over a double block in for the cross-court kill. Longest volley of the night goes to Northern Cass, and now set point here in the first for the Jaguars at 24-9 on our Bank North scoreboard. Erickson, the senior, will come on and serve. Into the back, Heckrell with the dig. Heckrell with the opportunity to go over that double block, partially blocked at the net. Lucas returns the favor. Lisbon was Sweet with the bump. This one able to get over on the third then by Hughes. As Crockett gets one, and that'll be in play in the back right corner, and that'll go for a kill, and the set number one goes to Northern Cass. 25-9 here in the first set. The Jags take it. It's Region 1 Volleyball on your live event.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
This is Thor Nelson, a Minot resident and National Hockey League official for 21 years. Why officiate? Some officiate to help kids learn and respect the game. They enjoy watching kids develop in their sport and as people, and they enjoy it because it's fun. You can be an official. Call your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association at 701-845-3953. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
Let's get to our set recap, brought to you in part by our friends at Hunter Insurance. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. That again is hunterinsuranceagency.com. Well, Josie Jensen led the way in kills with Ellie Lucas and Hallie Crockett here. Also, Jensen led the way in blocks for Northern Cass. You had Kyra Heckrell and Jillian Hughes with a tie for the Lisbon Broncos. 4 service errors, but an ace for Northern Cass. 1 service error, no aces for the Lisbon Broncos. And set number one in a 25-9 win for Northern Cass. Again, that is our Hunter Insurance Agency set recap here. So the Jags continue to serve with Erickson to begin set number 2. Backs on the way, tipped across by Heckrell, covered by Northern Cass. They go outside to Jensen, and Heckrell earns the block. Heckrell can jump out of the gym and timed it perfectly one-on-one. Heckrell earned that battle there at the net. Serve coming here with Sweet. This one in the back by Crockett. Jensen looking to return the favor, and she does with a kill. As they come through the middle there, and Jensen We'll tie this one up at 1 apiece here in the second set. A couple weeks from now, postseason volleyball. Who in Region 1 going to find themselves heading to the Bismarck Event Center a month from now to begin the State B quarterfinals, as the Broncos unable to get this one over. This year, talking with coaches, a lot more parity here in Region 1, where on any given night we saw Sargent County beat Kindred earlier this season. Enderlin went to Hankinson with a win. So once you get to the tournament, all about the matchups, as Jensen hits one into the net. The fifth service there is a unit here for Northern Cass tonight, as we're tied at 2. Tied at 2 in set number 1, as well as Heckrow comes on to serve. That's the one thing. Sometimes you get to the postseason, it's not so much about how you're playing. It might be who you're playing and what the matchup might be. As this one's going to be tipped to the back left corner. Sweet is there for the cover. As this one gets over on the 10-foot line, hit by Jillian Hughes. Outside is going to be Crockett. Miss hit, and Lisbon takes the point and the lead now at 3-2. So you can find yourself in a rhythm sometimes in a week, trying to win 3 matches in 4 days for the top 4 seeds. On the other side, if you're seeds 5 through 12, you'll have to win a play-in match the Friday before and then try to win 3 of 4 after that. Back set Lucas, Sweet with the dig, but unable to keep the pass alive as it came across there, and a chance for Miss Hoffer, but instead it's going to be a point awarded to Northern Cass. Coming on will be Lucas. Those were knotted at 3 apiece. Tied at 1, tied at 2, tied at 3. Which team's going to get on a little run here and separate themselves from the other early in the second set? This one is going to be out of play on the hit. Northern Cass is awarded the point after the hit there by Jillian Hughes, and serving will continue here by Ellie Lucas. But Region 1 again, tied for 5th is Hankinson, Weimar, Lidgewood, and then you got Maple River a half game behind them. Then a full game behind is Lisbon and Enderlin. So it's just a big cluster in the middle here of this Region 1 season, as this one is hit back into net. Back-to-back hitting errors by Lisbon will give Northern Cass a 2-point advantage. Top 4 teams, Northern Cass, Central Cass, Oak Grove, and Kindred. Last season, Northern Cass over Central Cass in the championship, with Richland and Hankinson making it to the semifinals and playing for that 3rd and 4th place match in the region. Broncos able to get it over. A double block set up by the Jags. Outside here, Crockett for the kill. Allie with another one here, as it's 3 straight points rattled off for the visitors in Northern Cass as they now double up the Lisbon Broncos. But Oak Grove's got a tough unit. Northern Cass will get them to finish off the regular season. Serve upcoming here. This one will be set to the outside. They'll be down the line for the kill. Nicely hit there by Clarissa Hoffer for the Broncos, as Lisbon now trails it by 2. Take a look at what Kindred has done. Still to come with Central Cass and Oak Grove. They lost to the Jags and Sargent County this season. Oak Grove lost to Hankinson and Central Cass, but they still have Kindred and Oak Grove to play here for the Grovers, again with Kindred and Northern Cass to play. This one will be hit over on the 3rd by Kern. Northern Cass back set on the way. Austin with authority there for Jocelyn for the kill, as the Jags now lead it by 3. But back to what's left to be played for Central Cass, Kindred, Sargent County, and Richland. Their only loss on the season for the Squirrels is Northern Cass. Oak Grove again with Kindred and Northern Cass left, with their losses to Hankinson and Central Cass. So they're going to get tested here to close out the regular season for Fargo Oak Grove. Back set and a perfect hit there by Kaya Sweet with a dump kill. Timed it perfectly, and now the Broncos trailing it by 2. So unlike in set number 1 where it was tied at 2, then Northern Cass rattled off 6 straight points and eventually put the game or the set to bed. Northern Cass doing a better job here, Lisbon, doing a better job here against Northern Cass in the early part of the set, trailing it just by 2. Op sets up outside here, blocked at the net, then punched over by Samantha Lyons. Rust will answer the dump kill favor for herself and earn the point here and the side out for Northern Cass. Serve upcoming here by Crockett, the senior, with the running jump serve here. That'll be into the middle. And Lisbon will get this one over on the 3rd. Evenson with the pass. to the outside here, down the line, kept alive. Lions joust at the net, will not be able to get over by the hit by Hoffer. And Northern Cass is awarded the point now 9-5. Jake's been salty in girls athletics the last couple of years. Softball team in a really tough region, and Central Cass and Kindred always right up there, as that's going to be another point awarded to Northern Cass now at 10-5 after the serve there by Crockett. And then you look at their girls basketball team finishing runner-up in Region 1 last season to Kindred here for the Jags. And volleyball has again been the king on the block, if you will, for the last couple of seasons. This one comes over on the third by Schultz. Into the middle is Jensen, covered by Kern, and this one goes right back, but going under the net there is going to be up, and the point goes to Northern Cass. And for the Lisbon Broncos here, their football team again making it back to the postseason as they've done consistently the last handful of seasons. Going to have to make it back-to-back years going to a really good Hillsborough Central Valley opponent, however, as this one is hit into the net with Emerson Schultz. We'll have that game for you on 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon with Jake and Jim Berkmeyer here on your live event. Getting to the busy time of the season with state cross country as well this week in Jamestown for Class B on Friday, Class A on Saturday. Back set, this one goes down the line, and that's going to be in there for the kill. Edison Winterquist gets in the column, and a timeout on the floor will break as well. Northern Cass leads it by 8.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
As we come back here on our Bank North scoreboard, Northern Cass leads it by 8. Bank North offers the tradition and advanced products and services that keep you grounded and ahead of the curve in today's fast-paced world. From farming and ranching, business and consumer banking and lending, you'll always be headed in the right direction with Bank North. To visit and know more information and check out a branch near you, visit ibanknorth.com. That one will be out of play after the hit by Hoffer. No touch at the net. And after the timeout, Northern Cass is awarded the point now at 14-5. And exact same score as it was in set number 1 at 14-5. Just took a couple more points for Northern Cass to really get out in front here against the Lisbon Broncos. Rust with the set to the middle. Jensen for the kill in front of Heckrell. Jensen now gives the Jags a double-digit lead, and Jensen working on another double-digit kill performance here with how the pace is going so far for her. Outside, this one gets over on the third by Schultz. Evenson is there on the pass. This one to Austin through the block. Opt keeps it alive, and Opt's going to bump this one over then on the third. Quick pass to the middle. Jensen unable to get the double block up quick enough there with Emerson Schultz and Hoffer, and Jensen delivers another kill. Back-to-back kills by Josie as Ellie Crockett will come on to serve. Jags trying to put this one away again in the second set. Up. This one with Hoffer blocked at the net. You had Austin and Jensen there, and right now it's another point that's awarded to the Jags as Tui will come on. So with this win for Northern Cass is the way that it's going. They would try to get to 9-0 in Region 1 play. Heckrell with it in the back, and Northern Cass is going to get another point here, up by 13. Better job in this second set from the service line after having 4 service errors, just 1 so far here in the second. And Austin gets up and hammers that one home, and we might get another timeout here by Coach Megan Johnson. Instead, just some words of encouragement and some instruction there from the Lisbon Bronco bench in a volleyball match that has taken 29 minutes so far, and that one is just going to be out of play, and the point is going to be awarded to the Broncos. Serve upcoming here for Lisbon, and it'll go right back to Northern Cass. Jags 5 points away, grabs set number 1, 25-9. as the libero here, the defensive specialist, and Evenson will come on to serve. This one to the back, Tui. This one set over them by Opp. Northern Cass will go to the outside here with Lucas. No block at the net, and Allie Lucas says thank you very much, knows what to do with that one, and earns another kill. So far for Coach Megan Johnson the last couple of weeks here for Lisbon. Been adding a piece or two here and there in the rotation, just kind of looking for a little bit more of a spark as they get to the postseason. For Coach Angie Johnson, it's about keeping the train on the tracks and humming along. Don't broke what's been able to have a really good, successful season to this point with some loftier and bigger aspirations as Jensen earns another kill at now 22-6. As this will come across on the way again. Here for the Jags with Evenson at the service line. Goes to the opposite libero here, and Differding. Heckrow at the 10-foot line, just able to get that over. Trying to get the pancake there was Russ, but Heckrow will get the kill, and Lisbon is awarded the side out and the point. Serve upcoming here with Lions. Samantha or Sam for short at 5'9", playing the outside spot here for the Broncos. For the junior, Rust set up Lucas. Heckrow there for the block. Heckrow has really been the answer so far for Lisbon up front. Couple of kills, a couple of blocks here. The thing is, when she goes into the back row, then some size and the ability to block for Lisbon just isn't there as consistent with her there at the net. And we're going to get a kill upcoming for the Jags, now 2 points away from closing out set number 2. Serve upcoming here for Erickson, as Northern Cass will try to match at least what they did in the first set with a 25-9 win, up 23-8. This one comes across and bumped over then on the third hit there by Differding. To the middle, Heckrow with another block after the hit by Elise Sand. Up, Heckrow, tip, and gets the kill. Can't believe we're saying this, but we're about 5 to 6 weeks away from girls basketball beginning in North Dakota in Class B. You can check out our schedule as we get closer to the winter season. Again, going to our website at yourliveevent.com. We'll have the home games for both of these teams in girls and boys basketball. Also, Lisbon Wrestling looking to defend their title yet again with what they have coming back. So check out yourliveevent.com for some Lisbon Wrestling, Lisbon basketball, and Northern Cass basketball, as well as we get ready for the winter season with all the home games and some selected road games. That one in for the kill for Crockett. LA continues to be a stat stuffer here as well. 24-9, and a chance here for the set point in set 2 to take the second set as they did in set number 1 at a 25-9 as Jensen comes on to serve. This one will come across the way as that's going to be with Elena Lyons. Kean able to get that one, and that's a little change up there for Gracie Kean with the kill, her first of the second set. And the Broncos get to double digits here as they will serve with Heckrow. Just a junior Heckrow to serve. Austin with the dig. Erickson backs it on the way. This one goes across. Heckrow there to the middle. This one hit by Hoffer on the third. Northern Cass the outside here with Crockett blocked at the net. Clarissa Hoffer with the block, and she's been that one answer that we mentioned with Heckrow goes to the back row who can step up, and at times in the last couple of weeks we've said Hoffer's name a good bunch here on the volleyball court for the Broncos. Erickson middle, Sand, Heckrow. We're going to have a net violation here, and Northern Cass takes set number 2 by a final of 25-11 on our Bank North scoreboard, and now leads it 2-0. It's Region 1 Volleyball on your live event.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Cess van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Cess van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
As we come back here on our Bank North scoreboard, let's get to our set recap brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Set number 2, Northern Cats with just 2 service errors, and the Lisbon Broncos so far with just 2 in total. Northern Cats with 6 in total, but again, it's been the middle blocker of Josie Jensen that's been the difference maker so far for the Jenks, and you add in Ellie Lucas, you sprinkle in a Crockett, a good sets on the way by Rust and Erickson, and then it just continues to add in as well for the Jags. Very quality rotation. Know their roles, don't do too much. Northern Cats with really good passes so far here tonight as well. We haven't seen a lot of long rallies. On the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, they've really been the one star has been Kyra Heckrow. Hoffer continuing to come alive a little bit in that second set. And so far, no aces for the Lisbon Broncos, as we'll see what they can do. Hung around a little bit quicker in the second set than what they did in set number 1. But as in set number 1, Northern Cats went on a big run after being tied at 3. Got up 6-3, got trimmed back down to 8-5. Then from 8-5, it went to 18-5 and 13 consecutive points in the second. That might be an RDK Enterprises precision moment of the game when it was an 8-5 lead. Make it a 5-3 lead for Northern Cats, able to get it to 18-5 after that. And they really were able to put that one away here quickly for the Jags. So that's something for Northern Cats to make note of. And that is, again, our Hunter Insurance Agency set recap here in the second as the Lisbon Broncos in Northern Cats Jaguars here in Region 1 Volleyball. With this result, Lisbon would drop to 3-6 and 14-16 on the season with 2 games left to play. Well, for Northern Cats with this result, will pick up their 30th win of the year and get to 9-1 in Region 1 play, as they will have 3 matches left to play, 2 of them in Region 1 and another good stiff competition traveling to Langdon area Edmore Munich on October the 27th, a team that traditionally has made the state tournament out of Region 4. Northern Cats, Langdon, you've seen Linton HMB the last couple years out of Region 3. Can someone beat Thompson out of Region 2? Might that team beat Mayport CG this season? So the East has done fairly well in recent years in Class B volleyball once getting to the state tournament. Third set will get underway here. Northern Cats and Lisbon here in Region 1. With this result for the Broncos, they would drop themselves to the number 9 seed if the Region 1 tournament was to begin today, and that means they would have to go on the road, and that matchup would be if it ended today at Enderlin, so they wouldn't have to travel too far. For Northern Cats, again, with this result, they would be the number 1 seed entering the Region 1 tournament. Service on the way here by Sweet to get things going in set number 3. This one tipped on the way for the kill. Only Sand gives Northern Cats the early lead here in the third. As the Jags trying to get to 9-0 here in the region with Jensen on to serve. Sweet able to push this one over then for the Broncos. Erickson middle, this one coming in back-to-back points by Miss Sand to get things going in the third set. As Northern Cats, again, passes have been on point, and then just really quality hitting, not too many miss hits when it comes to the net here by the Jags. And the Jags get out to an early 3-0 lead here as Jensen delivers another point, this time from the service line. Set 1 was tied at 2, and then Northern Cass broke it open. Set 2 was tied at 3, then Northern Cass broke it open, and Northern Cass just looking to break it open right off the bat here in set number 3. Back set on the way, that goes with Crockett. Heckrell able to get this one over. Lucas, Erickson. Back to Crockett for the tip. Lisbon does a nice job keeping this one alive. Backs on the way to Lucas, hitting one into the net, and a point is awarded to the Lisbon Broncos. Some credit there at the net. You had Kean to keep that one going, as Hoffer will come back and play the front here for the Broncos with Jillian Hughes as well. Heckrell on to serve. Down the line to Crockett. This one goes to the back row by Jensen. Now to Crockett on the opposite side. Outside hit gets over on the third with Hughes. This one set up middle, and Sand now with 3 of the 4 points for Northern Cass in this third set. Serve upcoming here by Lucas as Jocelyn Austin will come on and play in the front here for the Jags. 4-1 here for Northern Cass with this running jump serve by Lucas to the back with Heckrell with the dig. Tied at the net, able to get this one over on the third is Hoffer, but a miss hit, and Northern Cass now leads it 5-1. Coming in for the Jags will be Weibly here as Abby will be playing into the back. For the junior at 5'7", a defensive specialist here as Jensen will come out. So Angie Johnson going a little bit deeper into her bench in the rotation here for Northern Cass. And that'll be a point awarded to the aforementioned Jags. Northern Cass looking for the sweep. Ellie Lucas will pick up her second ace here. And for head coach Megan Johnson, it is a carbon copy of what they saw in the first and the second set here, with Northern Cass really getting out in front now, up 7-1. And we'll have a sub here for the Broncos as Olivia Kern will come in and play in the back row with Jillian Hughes coming out. So you have her with also in the back Elena Lyons and Heckrell for the Broncos. Serve to come with Lucas into the back to the aforementioned Kern, who just checked in. Kean off the double block for the kill for Lisbon. So Gracie earns her second kill of the match. And for the Lisbon Broncos, they'll get the side out right back is to serve. Will come on here as they got to make sure they got the rotation back in order. As doing the service will be Olivia Kern. So Kern comes on. This one into the back. Northern Cass tight at the net, and we'll have a violation here on the Jags going underneath the net. Back-to-back points here for the Lisbon Broncos in the third set. Service here by Lisbon to Evenson in the back. This one set up middle, able to get that one across is Crockett for the kill. As Sweet try to keep that one alive, unable to get there quick enough. Northern Cass now leads it by 5 as some new faces will also get in the game. Tess Jalbert, a freshman, will be into the contest. Also, Paige Bosch, a sophomore setter at 5'3", will come on and serve as Coach Johnson again going a little bit deeper here into the bench. And these are some things long-term that gives these girls opportunity to play more at the varsity level. For Northern Cass, they've done it a number of times here in the third set this season. Outside on the way by Lyons, blocked at the net, able to get this one across. Evenson is there. Northern Cass going outside now. Crockett with the tip as Heckrell able to bump it over then on the third. Bosch with the set. Austin for the kill for Jocelyn. As the Jags now lead it by 6, but some invaluable minutes here for Coach Johnson to continue to allow some of these girls to play with some upperclassmen, but also at the end of the day, their JV players get rewarded for the work that they're putting in as well. Lifting violation here on Lisbon as Northern Cass now stretches out their lead to 7. So far, this is their largest lead of set number 3 for the Jags. As Bosch continues to come on and serve. Sweet looking for the dump kill. Crockett is there, does a nice job. That would have been tight to see if that one would have got across and into play continued. As Sweet sets up Hecker on the back. Crockett keeps that one alive as comes over then on the third. Sweet back set This one Kean, cross court on the hit. Northern Cass with Crockett able to get that one over. Covered in the middle. Hoffer into the back. Bosch, this one able to get over then on the third by Weibly. Good job by Abby to keep that one going. And this one is hit into the net on one of our longer volleys of the night, and Northern Cass is awarded the point. Time on the floor, we'll break with him. Northern Cass up by 8.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
As we come back here on your live event, check out some of our other volleyball matches going on across our airwaves here tonight. Hillsborough, Central Valley, and Thompson here on your live event with Joe Lancello in the second set. It's Thompson up by 1 over HCV and leading in set number 2, 12-5. Also, you have Shanley and Fargo Oak Grove. That game going on in downtown Fargo tonight. Joel Morgan on the call for you on that one. Those contests again on your live event. Service here after the timeout. Lisbon able to get this one across. Evenson is there. This one's set up to the outside. Crockett through the double block and earns. I'll say that one is out of play, so no touch at the net, and point is going to be awarded to the Lisbon Broncos. And it's coming on here for Lisbon will be Aubrey Opp. Also getting some more varsity minutes here later in the season for the freshman setter. Hits one into the net. Northern Cass will take the point. First service here by Lisbon in the third set. Their third as a unit tonight. As the Jays with Crockett with a running jump serve to the middle. Wop to the outside here with Emerson Schultz. Northern Cass then will get this one to the middle. Jensen with the rip and the kill here for Northern Cass. As it's a 9-point edge for the Jags, they have led it at times at 13-5, 13-5, and now 13-4 in these sets. That one hit the ribbon and comes right across for the ace for Hallie Crockett here. And it's now 14-4 Jags. So Northern Cass looking for the 3-set sweep here in a match that might take under an hour to play at this given pace. First service there for Northern Cass in the third set. They're 7th as a team. This one will come across here with Kendra Differding. Evenson with the dig. This will be now with Bosch outside into the net on the hit by Tesh Jalbert. Point is awarded to the Broncos. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll name you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll hear from some of the particulars in this one as well on the floor, and also our RDK Enterprises Precision Player or Play of the Match as well. That's all still to come here on our post-game show as the point comes across, and it's going to be a kill on the way for Northern Cass. And coming on will be Evenson here for the Jags. As Northern Cass 10 points away from earning the sweep here in Region 1 volleyball. Outside Heckrell over the double block and gets the kill. Good effort by Evenson in the back, but better job on the placement here by the Lisbon Broncos with Heckrell, who leads the floor with 4 kills in the match for Lisbon. This one comes across for Jillian Hughes. Now will play up front for the Broncos. Lisbon trying to cut this even more. A couple players coming on now for Northern Cass will be in the back row here. And Ashley Pepke, the senior at 5'7", a defensive specialist. Also playing up front here will be Tesh Jalbert. Continuing to set is Paige Boss outside here with Hayden Crockett, the sophomore, on now for the Jags. This one pushed over on the third. Bosch with the tip, and this one goes on Lisbon's side, and we'll have a double hit by the Broncos and Jillian Hughes. As Northern Cass now 9 points away, as we'll come on with the rotation with Elena Lyons here for the Broncos. And for Northern Cass, serving will be with Erickson, and coming on as well for Northern Cass, Elise Sen, who started the set with 3 of the first 4 points for the Jags here in the third on our Bank North scoreboard. Serve will continue by the Jags. This one will be up, back set on the way, unable to get it over with the right hand. There is Emerson Schultz. Kind of saw a couple of double blockers coming to maybe get to Heckrell, so Opp was trying to get that back set on the way to Schultz. Instead, it will be point going to Northern Cass. Erickson continues to serve, differing with the dig. This one now to Heckrell as she gets it over on the third. Erickson outside. Jensen will have the block, and then the block will come here by Heckrell. And the point is awarded to Lisbon. He had Heckrell there. Also there was Emerson Schultz. Set 1, 25-9. Set 2, 25-11 Northern Cass. Serve will continue by the Broncos. Jensen in the back row comes right to the middle here. That'll be out. And the point goes to the Broncos. Good placement there by Josie. Just a little bit too far into the bench area. As the serve will be coming here with Sweet. This one to the back row. Northern Cass will go. Able to get this one on the tip was Sam, blocked at the net. And Crockett just volleys it over on the third. Good placement. This one to the middle here by Heckrell. Crockett sets up Jensen at the attack line, differing with the dig. Sweet to the outside here as that one's going to come across with Jillian Hughes. Back set to Hayden Crockett. Tip and in for the kill. As it's now 18-9, Northern Cass doubling up the Lisbon Broncos. Serve will continue here for the Jags and Josie Jensen. Kindred able to take one set earlier this season. One of the two that Northern Cass has given up in region volleyball, as Heckrell unwinds and hits one over that double block and earns the kill. One of the harder hits we've seen here from Heckrell or the Lisbon Broncos tonight. Seen a ton from Jensen, Lucas, and Crockett as Lisbon will come on and serve. So Heckrell, as she's done throughout this match, will have a little running jump serve. That will be out of play. And for Northern Cass, we'll see Lisbon have their fourth service error here of the night. Serve up coming with Hayden Crockett here for the Jags. This will be in the middle to the back left corner. Lisbon, Sweet outside here. Hoffer with the push. Good thought, good placement. Just missed it though in the back right corner as the Jags now lead it by by 10. 5 points away from sweeping this volleyball match. As Weibly comes back on for Jensen. Served by Crockett into the back to Heckrell. This one by Sweet bumped over on the third. Northern Cass will use it to the middle. Austin with the tip. As you have Heckrell bumps it to Kean, and that one's going to be hit into the net, and the Jags now 4 away. Substitution here for the Lisbon Broncos as coming on will be Haley Quall. Looks like here with some of the new numbers again from what their normal rotation is to where they are now with some new players coming in. This one to the middle to left. There was no tip after the hit on the way by the Broncos there in Kean, and Northern Cass now 3 points away. Northern Cass looking like the team that's been advertised so far this season in terms of how they've been able to play high school volleyball, trying to go 30-1 in 31 matches, from whether it's tournaments playing 2 sets or regular season trying to win in 3. They have been one of the stories that you came into the season feeling pretty comfortable about when you talk to volleyball coaches and start making some predictions for what this season might look. And a lot of folks saying Northern Cass is going to be more than likely the team to beat again out of Region 1, and we're seeing that again here tonight in Lisbon. Service error on the way by Northern Cass, their second of the set. And coming on now for the Broncos will be Samantha Lyons to play in the front, served by Olivia Kern. Kern will come on. This one to the middle, set up by Crockett, tipped, and she'll earn the point. And Northern Cass now 1 away from taking this volleyball match. 25-9, 25-11, as the Jags will have Bosch to serve. And also coming back into the contest will be Tess Jalbert here for the Jags. Served by Bosch. Lisbon was sweet to the outside. Hoffer able to get this one across. As you had in the back there, Hayden Crockett and Weibly almost run into each other. Everyone looks to be all right, and the Broncos earn the points. As they're still alive here with the serve upcoming by Aubrey Opp. Opp to serve, gets this one across. Hayden Crockett with the dig. And this one able to get over then on the third by Hallie Crockett. Outside on the way, this one bumped across. Northern Cass with Austin with the tip, back left corner. Opp to the middle here to Hoffer, blocked at the net. Kern. This one able to come across then by Schultz. 10-foot line, Northern Cass goes outside to Crockett, and she'll finish the game here with the kill for Hallie Crockett at a 25-12. So Northern Cass wins it 25-9, 25-11, and 25-12 to take a volleyball match that goes 55 minutes here tonight in Lisbon. Again, your final 3-0 on our Bank North scoreboard. Post-game show is next here on your live event.
Farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle. Trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
At Olson Accounting, they tackle it all with a variety of services to help your business, from payroll, strategic planning, and taxes. Plus, they'll protect your individual financial and retirement planning like an offensive line, working together to protect the quarterback on the field. Let the team at Olson Accounting help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter. Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
As we continue here on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy player of the game in this one. Enbridge Energy. Tomorrow is happening right now. More than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge, life takes energy. And for Northern Cass, you can give it to a couple players, but starting it off right away was Josie Jensen. 8 kills, 4 blocks that resulted in points. Also gets a couple aces on the match again for Northern Cass. She is our Enbridge Energy player of the game for Northern Cass. On the opposite side, for the Lisbon Broncos, it goes to Kyra Heckrell. 4 kills and 3 blocks that have resulted in points here tonight for the Lisbon Broncos, with Kyra Heckrell, our Enbridge Energy player of the game there for Lisbon. On the opposite side, for our RDK Enterprises Precision player of the match, RDK Enterprises, you can probably go a couple of ways here, whether it's with Ellie Lucas, Hallie Crockett, and then as we mentioned, the setters in Rust and Erickson were on point tonight. Good back row play by Evenson as well for the libero, and then you mix in Elise Sand. Again, just weapons upon weapons upon weapons here for Northern Cass this season. They continue to shine and play really well. Those are our RDK Enterprises Precision players of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton, they thank the area growers for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planters at RDK Enterprises. Always revisit the performance of your planters. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. They wish you a safe harvest and thank you for your business. Go online to planterdoc.com for more information again on RDK Enterprises. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. Get hear from a player or two and put a bow on this one. Again, Northern Cass sweeps the Lisbon Broncos tonight in Lisbon on your live event.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
As we continue on our post-game show here, one of our RDK Enterprises Precision players of the game again is Hallie Crockett here in Lisbon. And Hallie, first and foremost, congratulations on the win. I know sometimes you have a Monday match. It maybe is a little bit different than playing Tuesday, Thursday, but it seems like you guys started off fast and furious. And what was working for you here this evening in Lisbon?
Yeah, definitely our offense was working tonight. We had strong passes. We were just on tonight. We played good as a team.
The one thing, it seems like it kind of can start with your libero, and whether it's with Evenson or your setters, as we saw with Rust and Erickson, when they're having really good passes in the back, what does that do for your outside and middle hitters here for your offense?
Yeah, it definitely sets up our offense a lot. I mean, it gives us options. We can go anywhere with the ball, and we have such strong hitters, so that helps a lot.
You mentioned the hitters. Jensen got going early. Then you add a Lucas. You sprinkle in a Sand. You sprinkle in yourself as well. On any given night, do you feel like, hey, if everyone has 5, 7, 8 kills, it just makes you more dangerous, where it doesn't have to be that one player every night having double-digit kills and 5, 6 blocks at the net?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what makes us so successful, is having such a wide spread of hitters. I mean, we're not always going to have an on night, but we have other teammates that are going to step up.
For you guys, what has been so consistent? I know it's been brought up a lot. You got the target on your back in Region 1 3 of the last 4 years. Back-to-back, you've been able to find your ways to get the state, got all the way to the championship last year. But what is Coach Johnson, what has this program been like here the last couple of years to consistently just get the best, it seems like, out of whether it's a freshman or a senior that's getting their chance and their number called here at the varsity level?
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of leaders, good role models on our team. We hold each other accountable every day in practice. So we're always working, no matter like the rankings or anything. You just got to keep working every day, getting better.
Final thing for you before we let you go. I know you're going to enjoy a couple days off here of school coming up. You get a little time away from maybe the volleyball court without match, practice, match. So what is the next 2 weeks kind of entail for you guys, where it may be more practice than games before you get to that Region 1 tournament in early November?
Yeah, we have a few days off, get a little recovery time. Next week's a busy week. We have 3 games. Senior night, and then it'll be regionals before we know it, so time to focus in.
Hey, Hallie, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Again, senior for Northern Cass, Hallie Crockett with us here on our post-game show. We'll put a wrap on it next here in Lisbon.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Again, your final here on our Bank North scoreboard, 25-9, 25-11, 25-12, Northern Cass. The Jags now on the season in their 9 Region 1 matches have won 27 sets, and they've only lost 2. Northern Cass, after today, will have a little time off like Lisbon. They're back on the court on October the 25th here on your live event, at Langdon area on the 27th, then at Oak Grove on the 28th for their regular season finale as they improve to 30-1 and 9-0 in the region. While for the Lisbon Broncos, they dropped to 14-16 and now 3-6 in Region 1. Up next for Lisbon, their next match will be on October the 25th here on your live event as they welcome Sargent County. Then they're going to be going up against the Hankinson Pirates for their regular season finale on Halloween night, 2 weeks from tonight on the 31st. Again, the Region 1 Volleyball Tournament play-in begins on November the 4th with the quarterfinals on November the 7th from Enderlin High School. On behalf of everyone behind the scenes, this volleyball match, again, 55 minutes tonight here in Lisbon. Northern Cass with the win, 3-0 from Lisbon. For more information, go online to yourliveevent.com, and you can check them out all online, again, by searching Your Live Event on YouTube. Good night from Lisbon.